Hey guys, and good morning. It is Saturday at about like 6:05 in the morning. So it's Saturday, but I work the weekends, and so it is technically Thursday in my realm of things. So I'm gonna take you on a little day in the life. I'm a broadcast meteorologist in Colorado Springs. Also run and love to do things outside in Colorado. So just documenting the journey of the day and the typical workflow. I don't go into work until about 2-ish in the afternoon, so I have pretty much all morning long to chill out and do whatever I want to do. So just taking you along in this little day in the life. So first things first on the list is long run of the day, because even though it is my Thursday technically in the running realm of things, it's Saturday. So let's go ahead and go do that. All right, so we're here at the run spot. I parked today at Monument Valley, which is right near downtown. If you're familiar with Colorado Springs, you know where I'm talking about. The best place to start. I love the route that I'm doing today because I start at Monument Valley Park, which is in downtown. I go north and then I go west to Garden of the Gods, run around Garden of the Gods, do that whole shebang, then come back down Old Colorado City, back into downtown on a bridge that connects. It's one big loop. I love this route. I get to see so much stuff. You know, you see the downtown area, you're on the sidewalk, then you're on kind of like the trail area, then you're in Garden of the Gods, and then you see like the historic Old Colorado City, and then you're back in downtown. It's just kind of the best of all the worlds. So that's what we're about to do. Seeing a nice sunrise at the moment, so that'll be really cool to kind of run through. I'm excited. I love Saturday mornings because of this. I get to start my day like on the best foot, literally and figuratively, on a really nice run. All right guys, back from the run. Sun is now up. Feeling really good. At the beginning of the run, it was kind of chilly. I was like, maybe I could have used some gloves, but as the sun came up, warmed up really well. I think we're in like the 50s now. So it was like perfect running weather. Saw the sun on the leaves with the mountains in the background. Just a all around great start to the day. I feel like Saturdays are just like a slower paced all around. And so I just love getting this done early in the morning. And now I'm about to go home, eat a good breakfast, kind of just rest and chill out. And then I'll head to the station for work. Hey MTV, welcome to my crib, the studio. It's where I'm at pretty much all day long, so I'm gonna take you on a little tour, so let's go. First things first, got the FBAM right here. I stand in front of this to do the weather sometimes. Then we got the anchor desk here. This is where our anchors sit. So on the weekend, it's Austin. Behind that, there will be big camera of some sort. Here is the weather center over here. So this is where I be posted up. We have our 2 graphics computers here, so I'll sit there and make some graphics and stuff, and then I'll be on this computer to do the forecasting deal. This will pop up. Here's our cameras computer. Very cool. And then of course the infamous green screen or the green wall. Stand here to do the weather of all sorts. I look at these monitors here in order to know where to point, and the camera will turn around and look at me. And then we got this set here. Okay, so I don't really have a hard like end time to be at work, but I like to get here around 2 in the afternoon just to kind of relax and get everything done like in a not a rushed manner. First thing I do obviously is, you know, get on the computer, kind of look to see what's going on right now currently with the weather and forecast for the next maybe 2 hours, kind of just like what's going to happen, maybe look at a couple model runs and the notes that they left me from who was on the ship this morning. And then I'm going to send out an app video. So just kind of like making sure I'm getting my bearings straight so that I can put out a video for the next 2 hours, and then I'll do a more extensive forecast so that I can make my actual show for tonight. So we'll dive into the forecasting in just a second, but I'm going to go ahead and log on here, kind of see what they had for me, and then we'll make a video that goes onto the Fox 21 app. Hey there, Storm Team Meteorologist Nick Temple here. We're having a great Saturday thus far. If you'll notice here on the radar, we're looking really quiet and clear. All right, so I just recorded an app video and I just pushed that out there. So if you have the Fox 21 app, you're able to just see what I just put out there, and that was pretty much the update for kind of the rest of the afternoon, and then I'll post another one here
in just a bit. So that was like the first thing that I do when I always come in, is go ahead and update the app video and get that set. And it's kind of like a webcam, Skype type of viewpoint. All right, I just finished forecasting and making my show on Max here. So put together the rundown, basically like a PowerPoint that I present on the green screen. So got the graphics here, kind of just like clicking through, got all the stuff that I'm gonna say and talk about. It's kind of early in the afternoon, so I'm gonna obviously have to make some adjustments, but it makes me feel better with all the other stuff I'm gonna do to just go ahead and already have that, like a shell of it done. So a lot of cool things going on in the weather world here. Getting our first freeze tonight, so. All right, so here's a little behind the scenes. So this is what I'm recording for Monday. That's gonna play in the news, a little content explainer, I guess. So I'm not gonna be there Monday, so they play something like this. A little bit more in depth at freeze or hard freeze, because we're expecting some of that coming up, and obviously the change in time. So the difference between the two, obviously 32, 28, what's special about 28 degrees, kind of just going into depth, kind of in case you didn't know type of vibe. They call it temple time. And so I'm creating my temple time here. I'm waiting for a director to get here, which should be here in the next like hour or so. And that's when I'll go over to the FBAM, which is that big screen, and record this. So about to get changed and get ready, but I think it's time for a little snack break. All right guys, we're in the break room. I'm about to just eat my dinner. It's literally only 4:20, but I'm hungry. So low-key, I was kind of lazy this morning and I didn't even prepare anything. I literally brought the chicken like this and the rice not even done, so, and some teriyaki sauce. So I have to find a plate for all of this to microwave it, but that's what we're having for dinner. This is what's gonna fuel me for the rest of the night, fuel that really good weather forecast that you're gonna see on TV. Do you know, like when someone says, oh, it smells fishy, when they're talking about like fish? That's what this kind of gives me. Like it's chicken, and I didn't cook it, I microwaved it. It's okay to microwave it, but it smells like chickeny.
You know.
Say hi.
What? Hi.
Going with the blue suit today. Just changed, about to record my little weather content explainer thing that I'm gonna air on Monday. I'm about to go do that at the FBAM right there. You know why we call it the FBAM? So the F is like big, the A is, the M is monitor. So it's like big monitor. Hey guys, the season has continued to change. We've seen our first freeze and frost of the year. But I wanted to go over the difference between a typical freeze and a hug. The reason why we have the difference is because it's actually a plant-based reasoning. And I'm not talking about the diet here. So for Fox 21, stay warm. I'm Nate Temple. That only took me one take to record that, so we're in business. Little Bama break. Okay, so here's my setup for my show that I got. So I'm gonna start with the national scene, set the stage. You know, some active weather there, some dry weather here. Gonna put the height lines on the board, showing the trough there, but the ridge over here, getting some great northwesterly flow into the mix, bringing some cooler air. There's the cool air behind it. Because of that cool air, got a freeze warning in effect. Let the people know what they need to know. Rebounding really well though, mid 70s, 80s, really warm in the afternoon despite having a freeze into the mix. Really dry too. Here's a stormcast. Don't got to click through it because it's clear. Highs Monday, still warm again. However, on Monday, cold front will come through, bringing some gusty winds behind it. Then we get some really dry air into the mix, dew points into the 20s. By the afternoon, they actually get into the single digits. That could bring some fire weather. Going to touch on that, but that's for Monday, so we'll just tease it for tomorrow, and then we'll come back to the currents. Here's radar, quiet of course. Okay, update here. Time right now is about 8:50, so we're just getting ready for the show. I'm about to put my mic and the IFB and all that good stuff on. All right, we're suited up, we're ready to go. It's showtime. It's showtime. Well, it's been a very dry and great start to the weekend. Saturday, not a cloud in the sky in most spots. Because of this trough here carrying those storms off to the northeast. With that being said, a freeze warning is in effect for places along I-25 and east to the plains. 80 in Pueblo, 75 in Colorado Springs, 79 in Canyon City. That's some weather whiplash. Before we leave for the day, we always write down some Trello notes, which Trello is like our
team communication. So we kind of write down the forecast and what we're thinking and what we did and the numbers, and we kind of are all on the same page because we're all editing the same forecast, but kind of just what has changed, model runs, different things you're seeing, just so that the next person that comes in has like a clue of what's going on. Not that they don't have a clue, I just mean like what has changed in the past 24 hours. All right guys, it's 10:30. We're on our way out. The news got delayed because of sports. It's that time of year, but that's the day. Started early, ended late. You know the vibes. Peace out, Fox 21.